One thing that I've gotten a lot of comments and questions about is text around a circle or text around a path. There are multiple different ways to do this. I'm going to go over a couple of different versions and then throw in another version that is not really around a path, but is something to look forward to. Now, there's a wrong way to do this, and then there's the right way to do this. It's up to you how you want to proceed. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you want to level up your laser game, maybe pay attention. I'm using LightBurn Pro version 2.1.04. If my screen looks a little bit different than yours, that's why. I'm also on a Mac, so a lot of the shortcuts I'm going to be using are Mac-wise, but I'll throw in the Windows shortcuts as well as we go, if and when I use them, which I will. This first one here is text on the top and text on the bottom. You see this in a lot of military unit emblems. It's also just a really good look, and it's a really good way for you and whoever is... It's a really good way to see text. You can read it. The second way over here is where text goes all around the circle. And this is very traditional, but it's harder to read. The third way here is actually creating a circle with the text itself. So it's not really going around a path, but your text is around in a circle. Ornaments are made this way. I don't know if you've seen any of the ornaments that actually are words, but they are created this way. I'll actually show you how to do that too here as a little extra for you. Anyway, let's start with this first one, which is the easiest. So we're going to create a circle, and this is Control or Command E. So Command E, press that, and then I can pull out a circle. As I'm pulling, I'm going to hold down the Shift, and this works Windows and Mac, and that keeps the circle as a circle. Otherwise, it's going to be an ellipse, and you will have, it won't be even all the way around. So let's hold down Shift, pull out. Up here is the width and height. It's locked, so the proportions are locked, width and height. I want this as a 4-inch. I make all my ornaments in 4-inch circles, but you would do that up here, width and height, and you just have to change one. I'm going to hit 4, enter, and then you can see both of those are at 4 now. So it's a perfect circle. I'm going to click out of that, and then I'm going to click the text. And you can see if you hover over any of these, it'll show you what the actual shortcut is. So this is Control or Command T. So we're going to hold down Command and T, and then we're going to start typing. This, sorry, you have to click. This is text around a path. I'm just going to leave it at that, and I want this to be a whole lot smaller. So that looks a little bit better. So now I'm going to go back to my pointer, and it selects the text, and then I'm going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to click the path that I want this text to go around, so the circle. Right click on the mouse, and then apply path to text. And if we scroll in here, you can see now that this is text around a path. So it's very easy to read, and you can adjust this. You'll have to click out of it and then just click the text itself, where you can change how big the text is. And this is actually aligned to the left. I want this aligned to the middle. So you can see changing the height of the text will change the amount that it goes around. H space, which is actually the space in between the letters. So if I increase that, it'll further go around the circle or less. And then your alignment, like I said, this will change where the text is rotated on here. And now this looks good, but it's only part of the ornament itself or the circle. What you can do is either A, duplicate this, which will create another sphere and text, or add words to it. You type it out again, and you can just double click here, and this is text around a path. And we'll need to play around with it a little bit, but you can see how this works. Your horizontal, or your H space, which is the space between your characters, and then your text height, which is how big your text is, will make it go around more or less around this path or this circle. Other cool things that you can do with this is obviously make all of the letters uppercase by clicking on uppercase, distort, italic, bold. So there are a lot of options there. There's also these options over here where your alignment, middle, top, puts the text where it is on this path. So this is the top, which is inside of the circle. If it's in the middle, it's going to be on the circle itself. and then bottom, it's going to be on the top or around the outside of the circle. Now you can also change where the position of the letters are or the words as a whole are around this path, rotating them back and forth, and you can do that by selecting everything here. So you'll select the path or the circle and the letters, and then you can hit the period button, which will rotate it clockwise. You can push the comma button, which will rotate it counterclockwise. Geez. Holding down shift will make that increment a little bit less. I believe it's a quarter. And then shift command, you can really fine tune it around your path. So that's a way to edit or change how your path is looking there. So I think we've beaten this guy to death. Let's get on to the next one here. All right, so this next one we're going to do is this guy up here where you have text around the top and text around the bottom. So let's start again. We'll hit Command E, which gives us the ellipse or the circle, the ability to create the circle. We'll hold down Shift and then make the width 4. Because it's locked in place, both width and height are 4. And now we have our circle. Command T, this is text around a path. And select both, so hold down Shift while your text is selected and click the circle. Apply path to text, and there you have it. We're gonna increase the spacing a little bit. And all right, I had to do a little bit of tweaking, but so we have the text on top of the ellipse at this point. So I want to have this text also on the bottom, or different text, it doesn't really matter, but I want to get text on the bottom reading the correct direction now. So I'm going to select everything here, and I'm going to Command or Control D, and this is going to duplicate this piece. Now that I've done that, I can hit the period button, and you can see it went around a quarter and then another quarter. It's a little bit off because the center is offset because of the text. This is an easy fix. You just go around and line them up with your arrow keys, and I usually Shift Command or Shift Control, I think it is. Lets you increment in little ups and downs. We were able to rotate it around, but this isn't right. I want to be able to read this, so I need to mirror this text. If you just do it with the text, you can't do it. You actually have to select, so I'm holding down Shift and I'm selecting the circle as well. Up here are your mirror tools. I want to mirror this, so you can do Control or Command plus Shift and H, which will mirror it horizontally. If you want to do vertically, it's the same, but it's V. So I want to go horizontal, and I'm going to click that. And so that puts the text in the correct orientation, but now it's sucked inside of the circle instead of on the outside like I want it. And how did we get this on the outside? We click the text and our alignment, I want that on the top now. Very easy, very straightforward. This is text around a path. You can see it on both sides at this point. Hopefully that cleared it up. Duplicate the initial text, move it to where it's on the bottom, align the circles where they are both circled together, they are aligned, mirror, and your alignment to top on the bottom text. Super straightforward. All right, this last one is how you can make text in a circle, or use text to create these circles. So Command T, and we're going to write our text, and I want that to be bigger so we can actually see it. And then I'm going to create an array, which is down here. It's the circle looking guy. It looks the same on both, but you click this and it brings up a circular array. And you can see this is a disaster at this point, the way this is looking. I always, when I'm trying to get this figured out and see what I like and how I want it to look and everything, I will always reduce the amount of copies. And then my center, I want to increase the center. That way because they will land or sandwich on top of each other, and you don't want that. Well, maybe you do. I'm not going to tell you how to design, but this way you can actually see the text going around in the circle. So now from here you can increase the amount of copies and really play around with it and see how it looks. Maybe you want 8 and all the T's are together. Group results, you want those all grouped, and I don't know, this looks pretty cool, so we'll go with that. Oh, it didn't group the original, so I'm going to Command G, select all, Command G, and now that groups all of these together. So this is text in a circle pattern, but if you go to engrave this or cut this out, these pieces are going to fall out. There's no way to keep these together, so you get this entire group and you offset, and now you can see what's going on here is, we'll put this up at the top. This offset is actually going outside of the text and it is joining everything together. And this actually looks pretty cool the way that it is. Let's just leave it like this. And so we'll hit, this is fantastic. No, it's going to cut out all these little pieces, which I don't like. So I'm going to Command U, which is going to ungroup all of these. And now you can see I can get in there and get these little pieces. So delete that, and sometimes you just have to manually go through and fix your mistakes, which is okay. We're learning on the fly here. So we have that done. Now I want to, all of my, and you can see here that this is ungrouped, so now the outside and the inside are separate pieces. So select them both, Command G to group them back together. Now you can see when I select, they grab both of them. I want the outside cut out. I always have my cuts as black, and then I want my inside filled. And so that this, for an ornament or whatever, this is how you would do this, and this is really quick. This is not the way I would do this all the way through, but we'll get you started. This will get you going. So if we look at this now, and you can see there's the overlaps. I'm not going into how to fix that, but altogether, this is a good looking ornament at this point where it looks like a snowflake, but with text. So anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This was a hopefully good enough for you to understand how to do text around a circle and make a circle with text in a couple of different ways. You have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, leave them down below, and stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos here, so reinvigorated, I guess. Welcome back. I appreciate the guys and gals that have been commenting and interacting with me, so thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.